Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. Patriots, conservatives, the right, whatever the group, and no matter how much they may overlap, they have come to terms. They have to come to terms with the reality that many have only sort of intuited. The current war with the forces of darkness, communism, does not have just a political solution. There is no pure political solution to this. The communists have too much control of the political machinery to simply trust the process, the political process. Church Militant is always pounding the drum that we humans are a composite of body and soul, that we live in two side-by-side realities, the material world and the spiritual world, the natural and at the same time, the supernatural order. At the same time, evil also operates in these spheres simultaneously. When the spiritual order is overrun, the material order will disintegrate. Too late to the game in realizing this has been the conservative side bin. Politics cannot save us. Properly ordered and run political systems are what you have when the people are moral, meaning spiritually healthy. Politics is downstream from culture. When culture goes off, politics follows. In a republic, political leaders mount to heights of power based on the people's choices, their votes. Those votes are based on their worldviews, their philosophies of life. So what the communists set out to do a century ago was alter people's, the citizens' philosophies of life. Now, that would require ultimately seizing control of institutions which helped people form their worldviews. Education was the target, both formal and the news media. They had to be overrun so that young minds could begin to have their intellects corrupted. The communists played the long game, their strategy even being dubbed by them the long march through the institutions. Once a generation or two, maybe three, was sufficiently impacted intellectually, future ones would simply follow naturally because human nature is fallen. This is what we are now seeing, with a sufficient number of the population having their minds poisoned that the scales have tipped, and there really is no going back, not through mere politics anyway. Let's be very clear. In no way is Church Militant suggesting the political fight be abandoned. Not at all. As most of you know, each election and campaign cycle, Church Militant pours tons of resources into coverage of the vote, election night in particular. We'll continue to do that. What we are saying is that the other part of the equation, the spiritual side, has been way too neglected for way too long. The enemy ultimately, of course, is Satan, the red dragon that makes war on the sons of the woman. But he makes that war in large through politics, through the state. True, he is pure spirit, he is, but he must operate in and through the material world. And does he? Boy, does he. It has to begin and end with a spiritual battle, which is why all this week, which concludes on Friday, the 8th, that's the birthday of our Blessed Mother, we're offering a Rosary bundle from our Church Militant store right here. The bundle includes the Rosary on CD, together with the first edition of the weapon while stocks last. It's $35 value that we're making available for just $25. You get all 4 sets of mysteries on the Rosary available to play in your car or at home so you can pray along with the meditations. And of course, the first edition of the weapon, which you're seeing right there, casts the Rosary as precisely what it is, a weapon. So we called the book a weapon. While meditating on the mysteries might occasionally produce what we call that little warm and fuzzy and that kind of emotional theological responses, happy little side effect and all that. We're Protestants here. That happens just occasionally. That's not the point of prayer, to feel good and all woo and all that. That's not the point of prayer. The Rosary was given to us by heaven, not so much so that we would just feel good and have a little spiritual high, but to actually fight. And to fight, you have to become spiritually disciplined and increase in that discipline and grow in spiritual strength. We get into the war aspects of the Rosary in the weapon. So, Here's an opportunity to delve deeply into the Rosary's mysteries, understanding the story of the life of our Blessed Lord and our Blessed Mother beyond the superficial, and coming to appreciate this simple yet profound prayer all the more. So please just click on that provided link you have right there to take a look and place your order, again, while supplies last. It's not just about the natural order fight politics, which, again, must be engaged in. We're partially material. But this also engages the supernatural, and there has to be preparation and discipline for that. If the Son of God walked the dual path of prayer and works, which he did, of course, then that's the same path that we have to follow. God love you. I'm Michael Voris.